Hello, and well, welcome to basically a stream. So I've just seen, got a couple of things I just need to adjust before we get cracking. First of all, I see that now as soon as I go live, a couple of my settings have changed. So let me just get them rocking and rolling if I can. What is happening? Where have you gone? Okay, let's get this one. I wanted this one at the top. It's gone. Why does it keep doing that? Very annoying. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Hopefully, I had some more graphics put on, but for some reason, my computer has been like avoiding some of the stuff I've been doing recently. So I apologise for that. And you can also see I don't have the green screen behind me. Unfortunately, I've had to take that down as well for technical reasons, as they say on the BBC. Right, anyway, it should be a fun show. Looking forward to basically at least a couple of hours of entertainment. I expect it will be 2 hours. And what have we got in store? Well, it's a bit more light-hearted than a lot of stuff I do this. We're going to start off with the first hour or so, really with me playing some long play games, which has proved to be quite popular on my YouTube. Now, I've already agreed to play some of you who have emailed me, who saw my last YouTube video. I said, email me and I'll try to take on some of you guys. I'm sorry for those you emailed and I didn't basically take on. I've taken on the first person pretty much who emailed me, and also he's a fellow ginger. So Martin Hamer. And Martin is an Englishman who plays at Gibraltar a lot, and he's going to be the first challenge. And what I'm going to do is basically play a long play game, and what we could say the first hour is stepping into the mind of a grandmaster, because during this longer play game, okay, it's not going to go on for hours, I'm going to explain my ideas in as much depth as possible and try to give you little tips of how a grandmaster thinks to help you guys improve. Now, after an hour, we're going to be joined by the lovely Fiona. So I'm just going to now check that I've got the screen set up okay there. So bear with me. Are you set up there, screen? It looks like you are. Good. Just wanted to make sure that some of that was working. It looks to be. Oh, there it is. Now it's come back again. Look, you see that? And now the graphics come back. That's just the way things work, you see. Wow, magic, magic. And also another thing I was gonna possibly, yeah, sorry about the picture, Fiona. It's quite an old picture there, probably from about at least 2-3 years ago, I think. So I thought I had to throw that one in there. But you can see Fiona is in the chat on Twitch, and I'll be keeping an eye on the chat on Twitch, and I'll also be keeping an eye on the chat when I can, because I've got a lot of things going on here, as always, on thechess.com as well. I think I've got two. After this game, I've got a couple of puzzles I wanted to share with you as well. But let's just have some fun. And if you've got any questions, put them in the chat, and we'll try to answer them. So, first of all, I hope that Martin, the person I agreed to play a game with, is ready. So I'm going to try and challenge Martin. Let's see if we got this right, to a long play game. And I'm just going to type his name now into the chat. So let's see if we can get this right. And the time limit is 15 minutes plus 10 seconds a move. So this is a lot longer than what most people do, but it gives me a chance to play, you know, basically talk about the ideas a bit and do something a little bit more serious, rather than just you know, I don't know, like talk rubbish and blitz games. So I'm going to try and I'm sending a challenge over now to Martin, and as soon as I do that, it says connection lost. Let's hope that's not the case. It seems like the internet's still working for me. Okay, is it still working? Okay, it's still working. So why is that happening? Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Right. Okay. Anyway, other things I need to do. A couple of other things I need to do. Let's just test that. There we go. That's okay. Good. I should really know how to set up by now, after doing this for such a long period of time. but it doesn't always work like that that well. Okay. So I've sent a challenge out to the Merry Hat Man. So Martin, are you in the chat? Are you in the chat there, sir? Let me know if you're in the Twitch chat or the chess.com chat. I'm just going to have a look at the chess.com chat now. And I'd like to say hello, obviously, to everyone who's tuned in. So hello to Lona Druid, who's obviously watching me and Fiona over in... let me just reboot this. Connection lost. Why has it done that? Let me just see. I'm going to reboot things and see if that helps. Maybe that is something that went wrong there. Okay, let me put that challenge back out there, Martin. So if you are there, I'm going to send the challenge back through to you again, and hopefully... Okay, Merry Hat Man is there. Okay, Martin, I'm going to send you a challenge now. So be ready for a challenge to come up, and hopefully this will work. So let's just get the game going, shall we? Let's get the rock and roll going. Let's get it going. So we're going to play 15 minutes, and hopefully... I'm sending the challenge now, so get ready. Get ready. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Here we go. It's going across now. So hopefully I'm just going to show you, so I'm not actually lying, that the challenge is there. It seems to be there. There you go. You can see that I have sent a challenge across to you there, Martin. So let me know if you've got that. Let me know if you've got that challenge. Maybe I have to change my settings if not. So I'll do that again. Outgoing. Let's go for that and see if that makes the difference. Okay, I'll do it one more time, Martin, and we'll see if this works. So it seems like I have sent a challenge, but I've just changed some of my things now. So we'll try one more time, and let's get the show on the road. Hello, UK Geek has donated £5, so thank you so much. That's so kind of you, UK Geek, and of course you guys can donate if you wish to try to keep these streams going, but any little bit helps. So thank you for the donation there. Oh, the H file is actually it is. I've lost a bit of my stuff there. So hang on a minute. I'm just going to basically do that, and hopefully that will change. Come on board. Why aren't you working? Typical, eh? It's because I'm using here Firefox and I'm not using Chrome. Maybe that's a problem. Let me see if I can get this going again. Analysis board, invite only, start. Okay, so now we've got two boards. That should sort out the second file. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to send it through to you again, Martin. So be ready for this, and hopefully this will get across to you now. Merry Hat Man, play. So this really should work. Come on, why aren't you working? You challenged. You challenged. Okay, it says I have challenged you now. So we just want to get the first game going, and hopefully then we can really get rocking and rolling. While I do that, I'm just making some small changes to things. There we go. Move the challenge. I'm going to get rid of that challenge box. We don't need that. But okay, I wonder why this is not coming through then, the challenge. Why is this not working, this challenge which I was starting? Nothing happened when you clicked to set. That's weird, isn't it? That's very strange. Okay, let's try again, shall we? See if this works. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take on anyone else who we got. Okay, but yeah, I've got a couple of things planned. Basically, I said Fiona will join in later on. It's all going to be a little bit light-hearted. Now, I do have a YouTube channel where I play these longer time limits, which have proved to be quite popular. So I'm hoping that this is going to work as well. And I can see I've got challenges coming through. What I might do, Martin, for now, I hope you don't mind, I'm just going to try to put out an open challenge to anyone. So at least we can start off with a game, because I think we need to get cracking. I don't know why it's not working, the settings there, but I'm going to put out an open challenge just so we can get some chess going, basically, and give that a whirl, and we'll see if it is actually working. Now, maybe you can try challenging me as well, Martin, if you want to. Send me a challenge if you can, because I can see I've got a couple of challenges coming through here. And I don't... It says, I'm just checking, that the challenge is all right, but we will get something through. And thank you again for another donation there. Very kind of you to send for a second donation there. Cheers, thank you very much. And yeah, anyone else in the chat, if you want to, you know, I did say I was gonna basically, you know, try and play people who got me through. For some reason, I can't get the game in with Martin. I'll try again. But if anyone else wants to play, let me know your handle on chess.com. Oh, we got a game here. Here we go. We got a game. So let's just start off with this one, and then I'll try playing you again, Martin, a bit later. So the idea of this, I'm playing a Russian chap here, as you can see, 1924. I'm trying to get my rating eventually up to Grandmaster level 2,500, but I'm doing it slowly by building up. And this longer time limit, I can really explain the ideas behind what I'm thinking about while I'm playing. And I'm playing obviously a good player here. So we're going to go into the French defense. This is an opening I've played all of my life. And the good thing about my repertoire is, oh no, don't do that to me. Why did I have to play this guy? The exchange French, just blow my brains out now. Oh my words. I mean, this is notoriously one of the most boring openings in the world. But the thing is, guys, when your opponent plays, when you're black, you sometimes have to enter in these boring positions. Now, I've got a really good tip. And this could be interesting because this is a very popular opening at club level. And a tip that a friend gave me is, look, Simon, if you're playing someone who plays very boringly against you, what you need to do, you need to make sure you beat them in the most boring way possible to teach them a lesson, to make sure that when people look at your games, they won't play boring chess against you. So, obviously, this is, I mean, this is the most boring rubbish of all openings, but we're going to spice it up. Now, bishop g4 is a little move that I play to try and bring a little bit of imbalance to the position. Pin that knight to the queen. Because, of course, if I play the same moves as my opponent, like knight to f6, blah, 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 lots of pieces can get exchanged and we can all fall asleep. No, we don't want that to happen. We want a bit of spice. So, to imbalance it straight away, I'm going for a pin on the knight here. And actually, one of the sort of, you have to, when you're a good chess player, I saw there's a thread on Reddit recently, and when you're a top chess player, you have to be able to play all types of positions. So you don't just, you might enjoy playing tactical positions as I do more, but you have to also, he's weakened himself a lot with g4. I don't really trust that move. That means now he won't want a castle kingside, really, because he's going to be very weak. So, you know, you might favour playing tactical positions, but you have to know endings. You have to play dull positions. You will get them. One thing I've had in the past on chess.com, let's not hope this will happen. Oh, thank you, XK86, for another donation. Too kind, guys, today already. Very kind. Thank you so much for £10. That's good. That warms my heart. Chat, thanks, mate. Okay, so one problem I've had here, which you guys who watch my YouTube channel might know, is that I've had a lot of people who have cheated against me. Hello, Charlie. Are you going to come up and join in the stream? I'm not saying my opponent here is a cheat. I think it will become clear if he is. If he suddenly, like, you know, takes a lot of time in the openings and, you know, plays brilliant chess all the time, I don't think he's going to be a cheat. Let's hope not. Okay, but anyway, back to the game. So, he's developing very sensibly. Where do I want to put my king? Now, I'm thinking here. That's the first thing I'm kind of thinking of in this position. Where do I want to put my king? Well, I want to put my king to... Someone's saying the audio is echoey. I wonder why that is. Let me see if I can change that in a minute. Slight problem with the audio. Well, let me know if you guys... Okay, so I'm thinking I might put my king on the queen side. Now, I could castle king side, but of course then I'm thinking I might want to play h5 later to attack this. Where's my opponent going to castle? I expect he's going to try to castle queenside. So let's just keep my options open and try to develop my last two minor pieces first before I decide on my king. So I think I want to develop my bishop first, because then my knight has the option of coming here. And I'm going to go for, therefore, the best... Well, I think I'm going to pin his knight. because now it gives me the option of even moving my other knight to e7 or f6. So one thing I tend to do at the start of the games when I'm playing is keep a lot of flexibility, because a way to beat lower rated players is to try and adapt to what they play. Now he's gone for this castling kingside. That is incredibly risky because he's opened up his king there. So now I'm immediately thinking, I want a castle queenside, play h5, open him up on that side of the board and attack him. So I'm going to go for knight to e7. I love the comment there from Linal saying audio is not fine. I keep hearing this annoying Englishman talking through my speakers. Oh, by the way, thank you, Pen Shark, another donation. Cheers, mate. But I have to say, there's an easy way to get over that, Linal. Either put it on mute or log the hell off. That's what I say. Goodbye, sir. But thank you guys for the donation. Very, very, very. Oh, my words, what's he doing? This guy's a lunatic. I said I want to open the H file, and now, what's he doing? He wants me to open the H file. But maybe he has a crafty plan. He doesn't want me to push h5. Okay, I'm going to take with the h-pawn. Thank you, Snable, Joey. Oh, God, I can't even speak now, for another donation. Love back from England there. Cheers. This is very kind donation. But thank you all for the donations. They mean a lot. Am I talking on Skype? No, I'm not talking on bloody Skype. What am I doing? I don't know. Let's see. I'll tell you what I do. I might have a look at the audio cog now. Let me just see if I can change some stuff, because my opponent's playing so weirdly. Oh, I see what it is. Aha. Now I have it on the wrong microphone. Okay, let's try that. What about now? How is that looking? Is that better? Give me a woo woo. Give me a woo woo. Is the audio okay? But, okay, I think I had it for some reason on the wrong microphone there. So thank you for telling me about that. I don't know. Computers just do my head in. They do my head in. Oh, look at this. It's better. You can hear me. Woo, woo. You can hear me properly. Now, I may be a grandmaster at chess. But I have to say, when it comes to the more technical things in life, I'm still learning my technical parts. I think they are getting better, people, but I've got a lot of learning to do. What is my opponent doing, though? I mean, he's opening up the Harry file. He's opening them up. And you know what Harry would say? Don't mind me. I'm just pushing Harry up the board. But I can't push up Harry anymore. So I love that picture. There's me. That was taken about 2 weeks ago. Me, after a good workout there, and I'm pushing Harry Potter up a board there. And thank you to my trippy friend in Belgium for sorting that one out. Okay, wrong screen there. Let's go back to my screen. We're going to keep the screen for Fiona later. Okay, so what do we do here? So he's defending this one. So I've got a promising kind of position. I think at the moment, because I've got one open line. Oh, another donation. Oh my words. Andreas Mance, thank you, man. Thank you. You guys have been really good today. Wow. Cheers guys. I mean again, you're just very kind, very, very kind. Okay, sorry, I've got to think chess, not okay, so what am I doing here? Well, I want a castle queenside. So I've got to move my queen. And another donation. Oh, my words.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Prout's work. I mean, this is just unbelievable. I'm just a bit blown away by this, actually. So cheers. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Okay, so do I move my queen to d7 or d6? Now, one tactic I'm already have in my mind is if I move my queen here, later on when I've castled, maybe I'll have a rook takes here and my other rook coming to h8. Now, I also think I want to move my queen to d6 because I don't want his bishop coming to f4. His bishop would be nice and strong there. But if I move my queen to d6 straight away, I get hit by knight b5. So the reason I'm doing this, I may take on c3 first. So I'm going to do this. I don't know if this is a good idea because I've just noted he might have his bishop coming out this way. Okay, we'll go for it. And then what I'm going to do next is move my queen to d6. Lumberjack. Oh, my words. This is unbelievable. Cheers, man. Thank you for the donation. I will say, that one thing I am constantly saving for, I've been doing this for a while, is a computer, and I do want to get a top of the range computer so I can stream at, you know, unbelievable like strength forever. Okay, I'm going to castle queenside, so that is where the money's going mostly. So this is a donation train. What's going on, man? What's going on? I've got a smile on my face. Could just be the alcohol. No, that's a joke. I'm only joking. I don't drink when I work. No, of course not. Right. So okay. Now my opponent's coming with a little threat here. That's a little bit annoying. So I need to defend that one. Well, I mean, maybe his position's not even that bad, but okay, I'm going to defend that one, and I think I want to go f6 shortly to kick that knight away. And probably another move I want to do is to play f5 just to try to open up his king more. But I think I'm going to kick that knight away first. Now, when I'm playing, I also think about all of my pieces and where they want to go. So my knights at the moment aren't fantastic. I mean, I've got an open H file. This is not a boring exchange French. Look how it's changed. Opposite side castling, lots of attacking going on. This is looking pretty interesting to me. But my knights, I don't like my knights. So I've got a couple of ideas. Now, one very simple thing you do when you double pawns, and this is well worth remembering, if you can get a knight into the square in front of those pawns, then that is a brilliant idea, because your knight will blockade those pawns and it can't be kicked away easily. Imagine if I put a knight there. So that is one good idea. But I'm also trying to concentrate on my opponent's king, because checkmate, my friends, ends the game, and I want to send through my pieces that way. So another thing I could do is try to move my pieces towards my opponent's king. So I could go knight here, and then I could go f6, then I could try to go knight e6, and eventually try to get my knight into the f4 square, because the f4 square is another weakness that my opponent has created by playing g4. g4 is a really weakening move. If you can imagine, my opponent would have his pawn back on somewhere like g3, then he'd have a much better position. Okay, so my opponent is trying to meet this move with maybe a queen exchange. We don't want to allow that, do we? So I could now continue with my plan of knight here. Then maybe he'll go rook e1, and in that position, do I move my other knight to this square? Everything's covered. I like that plan. This knight, I think, wants to come here as well, because if he does ever start an attack against b7, I'll be defending that one, quite well, should we say. So I like this move first. Oh, he's gone for a queen exchange. I thought this might be the kind of character he is. Oh no, I mean, a queen exchange is not the end of the world, but it does dry things up. Now, can I avoid the queen exchange? Let's have a look. So can I move my queen back? Now, the only thing is, will he take there? So if he takes there, I go f6. His knight has to move. And then I got knight e6 trapping his queen. But it's very risky, because if I retreat my queen, he might then come in with bishop f4, and he gets a bit of pressure. But I think I'm going to go for it, because as long as I can kick his pieces back with f6 and knight here, then I think I'm going to be quite happy. But I might have to sacrifice. So if I go here, here, knight here, queen takes here, I can't go f6 anymore because it'd take my queen. So, I mean, taking queens off is not the end of the world for me. But, okay, another problem is if I move my knight here, his bishop comes to a3. So, that's a bit annoying. I mean, I think a good positional thing I could actually try, I could go for an ending and double my pawns, but then try to attack on the c file. That's a positional way to play, which I think is okay. But I don't want to exchange queens if I can, because I still want to get this attack going. So this is a more critical moment. I play quicker when the moves are obvious, but in moments like this, you need to spend more time. Time management is really important in chess. Okay, so let's have a look. So queen here. Let's say he moves bishop a3, which is an annoying move. Then I can go something like, oh, thanks, Shoppy, for another donation. Unbelievable. Very kind. You know, really kind. I don't really like that. I think I'm going to have to go for the ending. I feel here, takes, knight here. then I mean this ending I think is still quite good for me because of this weakness here. So I'm envisioning even if I double pawns on the D file, I can get a rook to this file, and I'm going to have to play the ending. So in chess, you sometimes can't always get the positions you want, and the reason I'm not taking here, I actually think the double D pawns, this might be a case where my double pawns could actually be quite good, because sometimes double pawns in the center control a lot of squares. So these pawns will control all of these squares. So this is what I'm aiming for. I think play something like king here. I do want to get a knight to this square now, and I think king here looks like a good way to start, because d6 is a weakness, and my idea will be to put a knight on c4, maybe my other knight on e6, and then go rook c8. So I need to bring my knights to basically to the best squares here. So okay, so my opponent, now if I didn't have a pawn on d6, this knight could be coming somewhere very dangerous. Now maybe he's going to try to move it here, but I'm not too worried about that. So I am gonna, well, if he does, that pawn's weak. So which way do I go? Oh, Zernix, another donation. Oh my, unbelievable donations today. Thank you so much again for that donation. I'm kind of, like I say, a bit awestruck that they're coming in so quickly today. Really kind. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go b6 first, with the idea that this knight can move. I don't want him coming down towards b7. So again, I mean, I don't know what to say about donations except for thank you. They do help me just try to improve things for the future, of course. Okay, so let's now think, where does this knight want to go? I think maybe into c4. No? Now, is this pawn going to be a big issue? I don't think so at the moment, because he can only attack it with one piece. Now, I think this is okay. I'm worried about e6. Let's go for this one. Let's try to get my knight into c4. But I guess this is a pretty even position. It's just about manoeuvring. And when you're manoeuvring, you have to, at least the pawn structure has now totally changed. So it's become a lot more random in this position. So my plan long term is to put the knight here, put the rook here, and you can see now how another positive of taking here opens up c5. Okay, my opponent's playing good moves, because the one thing I was slightly concerned about was his knight coming in. But can I meet that with knight a5, knight f4, rook c8? And even if his knight comes in, it's not too scary. So I'm going to continue with my plan. And again, in positions where you have time, you don't always have this possibility. For example, if it's a very tactical game, then you don't have time to do a lot of manoeuvring. You have to just go for the king, But in positions like this, basically, it's important to look at your pieces and try to combine your own plans. So my own plans is to get my knights to the best squares, hit c3, but on the other side, I want to stop my opponent's plans. Now, I'm still not 100% sure how good my position is, because this pawn can be a weakness. I'm mostly worried about some move like rook b5. It'd be funny if he's listening to the stream and it's just a case of me playing me. That would be that would be quite amusing. He actually just plays all my suggestions against me. I'll have to throw in a bad move then, just to put him off guard. That would be most amusing. Okay. It's funny, on Twitch we don't actually have I don't actually have a moderator in the chat. You know, we believe in the freedom of speech. Until someone's rude, of course. So that's something. Okay, right. So my opponent now, I have to be a bit careful here. Let's say he goes knight f4. I've just seen an idea which I did not see before. Knight f4. Now, I wanted to go rook to c8, but then can he go rook takes e7, check. King takes, knight takes here, king f7. That's a bit scary. So I have to watch out for that. That's a good tactical move, isn't it? I hope he doesn't see that one. Yeah, as Drawinator is saying, I have to watch out for knight f4. Is there any way I can defend that? That's annoying. Oh dear. Well, he didn't maybe see that one. He's gone here. Now,
can I stop his idea? If I go g5, he's going to go f4 himself. And then it's the same idea. Now, what about if I go rook c1? If he goes knight f4, he should have played that, definitely. And then I got rook e8. So, okay, I think he missed a tactical chance there. Knight to f4 with the idea of boshing down on this square. So, okay, well, if he's not threatening anything, I'll continue with my plan. I'm going to go here. And screen guard guy, very kind of you to donate. I can't believe how many donations are coming in. Pretty blooming awesome, if you ask me. Totally awesome. So thank you. All I can say is thanks, guys. It means a lot to get these donations in. Okay, so he's put his bishop on a terrible square now. This is a terrible square, but he's got one plan of moving the rook here and hitting my knight. Now, what am I going to do about that? Well, I think what I'd love to do is get a position where I swap the knights off and maybe get to an ending where I play knight versus bishop. So I'm already thinking about the kind of exchanges I want to get in this thing. I think I want to exchange off all rooks and leave myself with knight versus bishop. That's one idea I can aim to play. So I could continue with my plan and knight c4. Then he'll probably go rook here. I kind of like this move, knight c4, because it ties down some of his pieces because they have to guard his bishop, and it improves my position. So I'm gonna give... Oh yeah, I did, Anton. I totally forgot. When I say, there's one privileged guy, well, privileged, I think it's more like he's doing me a massive favour, and that is Anton squared me. Sorry, Anton, I made you a mod. I totally forgot. I've got a bit of a rubbish memory at times. All the time. I did make Anton a mod, so my apologies there, Anton. I did make you a mod, and thank you for modding people out who are being rude. Okay, cheers for that, Anton. Okay, right, so my opponent's obviously threatening my knight. Now, do I continue with moving my rook to e8, or do I just move my knight? Now, if I move my knight here, my opponent will probably move his bishop, and I don't know if my knight is very good there. If I move my rook here first, I have a plan. I don't know what my knight's doing on c6. I think my knight wants to be coming to one of these two squares. So what I'm now tempted to do, if I can, I have to be careful, is try to go rook here and g5 and knight g6. That makes more sense. So I'm going to just play this one because it keeps the flexibility. Again, one thing you can see me doing is keeping the flexibility of my pieces. So I'm trying to keep them as flexible as possible and not determine where they go until things clarify a bit. I don't know if this knight wants to go to c6. I don't see what it's doing on c6. Always try to give your pieces maximum potential. For example, what's my opponent's bishop doing on this square? What's it doing on b2? It's not doing much. It's not a very good piece. I think he should have put it on d2. Probably his best move now is to go something like bishop back to c1, because this is a really bad piece. I may even be threatening to win a pawn now, just taking that and taking on c3. So, I mean, bishop a1 would be just the kind of move I'd love to see, but I very much doubt he's going to put the bishop on such a ridiculous looking square as a1 there. So he's played the best move. Now again, I'm still slightly concerned. If I play this one, he'll go f4. This is my concern. And actually then, he takes with his knight, and I don't even know if I'm necessarily better there. Now what else can I do here? This is probably about an even position. I mean, g5, he will play f4, and then I take, he goes knight takes. Can I then go use my other pawn? Maybe I can do that. Okay, I think this is correct. I think this is the correct move, because again, even, sometimes you just got to also kind of hope in a way that your opponent won't always play the best moves, but you've got to try to play the best moves yourself. Of course, he's played it straight away. This looked like his main good option. So I've got to take this, otherwise my pawn drops. And now I'm mostly concerned about his knight dropping, because again, I've got to look out for some tactics here. His pieces are coming in. My d5 pawn is weak, so I want to sort of play g5 here, but then his knight comes in and attacks f6. So, you know, I'm not even sure about this position. Do I then go knight g8 and try to exchange off everything? Like I mentioned, that might be okay because my knight is very strong. I can't see many other options. I don't think he has a threat here, but I don't see many other ways I can do much here. I need to move this knight, but he's pressurizing his pawn. I need to get his knight away from his square. So let's double check that here. He could, of course, come into this square, e6, but I'm hoping then my knight will come to g6. So I'm thinking now, let's just double check, g5, knight h5, attacking this one. And then I have to go backwards, knight g8. And I try to swap everything off and rely on this knight to prove an advantage. Let's go for this one. Let's go for this one. But maybe I misplayed this somewhere. Maybe I misplayed this one somewhere along the way. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, the one thing I'm hoping later on in the ending, his bishop is dominated by my knight. My knight, look at my knight. It's like a spider. With all its spider claws coming around to dominate that knight on c1, but that bishop on c1. So what I'm still trying to do is swap off most of the pieces to get to knight versus bishop, but even then it's going to be very hard to make progress. So I expect this position is roughly even. So knight h5, I have to go knight g8. Then if all the rooks come off, I'm feeling a bit better then, because then my king can come in and I get rid of this pressure here. Now, I'm hoping there's no tactics he's got here. A rook takes here. So I'm still okay. I think I'm okay. But maybe this position is spider's... Did I say spider's claws? Maybe like a spider... I think I meant spider's web rather than claws. I've never seen a spider with claws. And the day I do see a spider with claws, the day I'll be very blooming shocked. That'll terrify me. If I look in my kitchen sink and a spider comes out with claws, oh my words, that is going to terrify me. Okay, now guys, like I say, if you've just joined in, thank you for watching today. I'm playing a long play game first just to show you my thoughts. So this is a little bit more serious. I might even show you a puzzle from one of my games after this. By the way, I've got to continue my plan now, and then we're going to be joined by the lovely Fiona around about 20 minutes. So in around about 20 minutes, Fiona, the one and only Fiona, will be joining us here. Okay, so anyway, back to the game. So we got now to an ending, and like I say, we kind of have to watch all types of we have to try to play all types of positions. Now this pawn is weak, and by moving my king to defend it, I free up my knight to move. And remember what I said earlier on, this happened in another video of mine. We just try to think about what pieces we want to exchange. Now, my opponent has left himself with this bishop. My knight was dominating that. Now, maybe his bishop's got a little bit more room now because it can come to these two squares because he's quite crafty. He swapped off this one. So I've got to really think of a plan how I improve and try to pressurize him here. Now, this check, he's trying to swap off everything to get a draw. You know, exchange French, get a draw. No, we don't want to allow that. Now, if I swap off one more pawn, the chances of him getting a draw becomes much greater. So I feel like I should be trying to play this one, but I'm a little bit worried about knight f4, check, king h5. His king is very good in the ending. Now, another thing I can do, I've just noted, is go for a little tactic with knight to f5 check at some point. Knight to f5 check, king here, and then I can go knight e3 check. Got to be careful of my time. Everything swaps off there, check. He goes here, I take here. I don't necessarily like that. Now, if I take on f5, he will take with his king, and his king is very good there. So f5 is the move I certainly want to play. The more I look at this, the more I want to play f5. Now, the only move I'm worried about is knight here. Knight check, king here. Then I take on f4. He goes bishop takes f4. And his pawn here is very, very dangerous. How am I going to assess that position? I can put my king here and stop it. And I can go here, takes here. Don't know about that position. I don't know. So this is a very critical moment of the game. So let's see what else I can do. Well, if I take here, king takes. If I go knight g8, no, we don't. Well, knight g8 is not completely crazy, but then king comes here. We don't want to do that. It's too passive. So I could try to take this and just play on the queen side and try to win that position, but that's going to be really, really tough. So the one, okay, either check or f5. Something on f5 is what I need to play. I need to think quickly now. So knight check, king g4, then knight to e3 check. Takes, king to f4, and then knight takes c2. Don't like it because he takes there. Now f5 is the move I really want to play. Knight f4 though. And then after knight f4, knight g6 check, king here. Knight takes here, bishop takes here. And in that position, there's a lot of danger for me there. So I might have to take here. And then we're just going to see if we can make any progress there. Everything else seemed a little bit dubious. So I'll have a quick look at the game afterwards. And we'll see if I play correctly. I mean, I might lose this game. You know, who knows? It wouldn't be the first time. You know, and we're just going to have to play an ending now. And I'm going to have to think through this ending. I don't know what's best then. I wanted to play f5 to keep some chances alive. But the line I was worried about, we'll have a look at after the game to check up what was happening there. So my opponent now, I don't know why he's thinking now, because he's only got one move. King takes, of course. And now I'm thinking my king should come to c6 and sit there, and then I have to try to move my knights and use my knights. If I can get my other knight to e4, I'm already thinking where I want to get my knights to. If I can get my other knight to e4, I'll be very, very happy. So that's my plan. Put my king on c6 because it kind of defends everything. And then I either get a knight to e4, or the other option, I might try to get a knight to this square, because the pawn I want to attack is c3. So when you're playing these positions, you need to locate a weakness in your enemy's position. c3 is the weakness I've located, because he can't guard that easily, because my knight is taking away the guarding squares. So this is the weakness which I think I can attack the most. So what I'm going to try to do is obviously basically move my knight, because my knight on c4 is a fantastic piece. Don't move your pieces which are good squares. I love my knight on c4. It looks like a great piece. So I want to get my other knight around either to this square. So a good way to envisage how you improve your pieces is look backwards. Pick up your worst place piece, which is that knight, and then work backwards. Now, how is this ending even? Now, if I take here, and can I have any winning chances? I'm not worse there, but is there any way I can win? We've got to consider all exchanges, because I get rid of my bad knight then. So I could take, king takes. How would I win that one? I could put a knight here, but then he will go bishop d2. He's only really got one weakness I can attack. I think to win this, well, he's going to go knight e3, is he? I'm going to have to try and keep my knights on. Now, I want to get it here or here. It's very risky moving it somewhere else because, you know, I'm risking losing as well. I'm going to go here because that gives me this route into a4. Now, I was giving you a little bit of a tip earlier. Hello, Clint Killer. And the tip was, look at your worst place piece. Imagine one square on the board you'd love that piece to move to. So I was thinking here or here. And then what you do, you trace the route back from that square. So from a4, I've traced it back here and back here. That's how I've worked out this position. Now my opponent is really going for exchanges, but now I clearly move my king in. And this makes a little bit of progress for me, because my king is now stopping his king coming in. And if he does swap knights, I have the d5 square for my pieces. Maybe my king, maybe my knight. So I have some chances to win that ending. Some chances. I mean, it's not easy, but my plan here, I'm going to continue my plan b5 and try to get my knight to a4. This is what happens when people play the boring exchange French. You've got to put it in their pipe and smoke it. So that's one of my favourite expressions. You don't actually put anything in your pipe and smoke it. That's not a good idea, generally, you know. But okay, and remember, Fiona will be the special guest very soon. Okay, so he's going very defensive. So why don't I continue my plan? There's no reason I shouldn't. Look at him. He's put all of his pieces on the most defensive square possible. Now, I think passive defense is very, very bad way to play chess. I really don't think passive defense, it hardly ever works. And now he's going for more exchanges. Okay, now can I get my knight to this square? Well, the only way I get my knight there is by getting it to f6. So to get it to f6 would be here. So I might as well put my knight on this square anyway. So this gives me two options, knight a4 or knight to e4. I really like the e4 square because it's a nice central square. It's a nice central square. Now maybe I could have gone knight a3 there and grabbed this pawn, but I don't really want to even rush taking that pawn. I love this knight so much. My opponent seems to be drifting. I mean, will he come this way? Maybe he'll come that way, but then he has to consider some other possibilities. I think he's got to go active. He's got to play active. Maybe I should have gone knight to a3. But the problem was, if I go knight to a3, what I was thinking is he'd go knight d3. I take on c2. Then he goes knight f4 check. Okay, well, I'm actually quite happy he's exchanged here. Now, this is not going to be easy. Now, the way I think I need the d5 square to win. I think I need this square to win the game. I need to either put a knight there or a king there. I think every other move, there's a lot of options, but I think now I need to try and use this square for my pieces to win. Now, there's another little tip I'll give you guys. When are knights better than bishops? Because generally, bishops have this reputation of being better than knights, and generally that's kind of true. But when pawns are only on one area of the board, as they are here, look, all the pawns are on one area of the board. They're all bunched on this area over here. Let me get that right, over there. Now, when the pawns are only on one area of the board, the knight is better than the bishop. Why? Common sense is why. Because the knight is a short range piece, meaning that it moves to attack in a short range area. The bishop is long range, so if there were pawns on this area of the board as well, his bishop would be great because it's long range. But the knight works very well in these types of positions. Okay, now, how to make progress. I think I want to get my knight to e4. If I go here, I don't see how I improve after this one. So I need to try and use my knight and king combination to force his king away. And I need to get my king in and my knight into the game. It probably is a draw, but we're going to make this as tricky as possible. Now, another thing I can do is put my pawn on a4 and at some point try to go b4. And that is another attempted way I can do this. But first of all, I think I want to try to get my knight into e4. Again, remember I said this square earlier? It's a good central square, e4, because it will tie down his bishop and it will also pressurize his king because now he has to come backwards. So I could here go d5, but then I don't have that square for my king. I could go here, but then his king comes in. But a move that might just help me is this a5 anyway. So I've got to be careful of the clock. So I'm going to go a5. Very hard to win this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this game. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy because the problem is his king is very well placed here. I might need to just try to dance about a little bit, but I'm certainly better in this ending. This is going to test my endgame skills out quite in-depth standard here. I'm not known for my endgame skills. It has to be said. So my opponent should just keep his bishop on these two squares. How am I going to win? He's offered me a draw here, and he's also saying, Jesus, I'm playing. Okay, I've forced him to make a mistake because now my king makes progress. And this is another way you can try to win positions, by forcing your opponent to make a mistake. It's quite funny actually. He's actually just said, I'm just going to show you the chat here. This is the chat here. He's offered me a draw as well. Have you seen this? This is the chat. Jesus. I'm not Jesus, by the way. Certainly not Jesus. I'm playing with GM. Jesus. And as soon as he's found that, he's starting to freak out a little bit. The GM effect. People do start to panic quite drastically. Well, he's gone totally passive. He's been very passive throughout this. And Is passive defense a good way to play? I don't think so, but I don't know. I've still got to win this position. My knight is better than his bishop, but it's very hard to win. Very hard to win. I'm certainly not Jesus. No one. You know, I wouldn't. I mean, come on. I'm not the great man. That's for sure. No, I'm just the ginger Jesus. No, I don't have enough hair, and you know, I probably still sin a little bit too much, which I don't mean to do. It's just, well, is it my move? No, it's not. Okay, right. So again, all I'm doing here, I'm just trying to, you know, I think he's going to try to go in a box now, is he? If he goes in a box, it's going to be very hard to win. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And maybe that's like his idea. How am I going to win? Right. So let's try to think. Knight here and b4. Can I play that as an idea? Because then maybe that's a good way to play. But the more pawns you exchange, the harder it is to win. So, okay, so my opponent is playing bishop in here, and I don't want to exchange my knight off, do I? I'm going to go into d5, forcing him to defend like this. Now here, I do have this decision to make. Do I play b4 here? Now, takes c3 check. It's going to be so little material in that position, but I will probably win a pawn. So we need to, I don't know if I want to rush this one, because I don't know if he goes bishop d8 and I go a4, I don't know how I'm going to break him down. Now, what else can I do here? I've kind of got my optimum position. Maybe I have to play b4 to try and win this game. Everything comes off, I win a pawn, but maybe I don't even win a pawn. It's going to be very hard to win this. So let's see, what else can I do? I don't know if I've got any other good winning chances. Here takes, knight takes, no, it's not going to be winning. Here, well, here and here takes, well, I keep more pawns on the board then. Maybe I should go a4. I'm just, okay, I've got to be quick. b4, takes, c3 check. King goes somewhere, knight takes here. Bishop here. I don't know. Are we going to win that? Are we? I mean, I can't lose that position. My opponent's defending very doggedly. Now, the other option is to go a4 and then try to push with b4 at the right moment. b4 takes here. And if he takes here, I can try to get a knight to this square. Go here and here. Maybe that's what I should be doing here. Okay, you know what? I don't know if b4 was strong. I don't know if b4 was the right move. I really don't know. Maybe it was the right move to play. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get my b4 move in. I'm trying to get my b4 move in at the right time. And what I want to do, I want to play b4 and get my knight to b5 somehow. So, but I can play about here for a little bit. Maybe I even put my pawn now on d5. Oh, Morton. Oh, my words, Morton. As always, you are legendary. That's so kind, Morton. Lovely donation there. It's kind of thrown me off tilt now with my time. Thank you so much, Morton. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. He's offered me a draw, but this is no. I mean, I don't think he understands how tricky his position is to draw. Now, I could go here straight away. Takes here. Here takes take here. This is the kind of thing I wanted to play. Do I do it now, or do I maneuver about first and try to play it in a better situation? Well, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to try and maneuver about a little bit first. Maybe I should have played it, though. Maybe I should have gone for that move then. Luckily, all my pawns are on light squares, so I should have no danger of losing this one. Now, I was thinking about putting my pawn on this square as well. My opponent's saying he doesn't see a way to win with either colour. Well, that's where you could be surprised, dear sir. Now, what about if I get my knight to c6 and then play that? No, I'm going to go for this plan of b4. I'm going to try b4. I'm going to try b4. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to go for b4. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I have to do something if I want to win, so we're going to try this move. Now, I shouldn't lose on time, so I get 10 seconds a move, but we'll wait and see. And again, thank you, Morton, for the last donation. Unbelievable donations here. I think in order to win, I'm going to have to play this move at some point. My opponent is saying I don't see how to win with either side here. Okay, so now my idea is to go this check and to try and get my knight to this square. So this is my idea, but I have given him a passed pawn, so of course my strategy is a little bit risky here. But I'm trying to force his king even more passive, because he comes this way, I might go knight takes b4. And this is why I put a pawn on this square, to try and force this one through. And even though in these positions which look really, really drawish, they're not so simple. So if he goes king c1, I take here, b5, king c5. And that position gives me good chances. So even though this looks dead draw, there's certain factors in this ending which gives me good chances to win. Good chances to win in this ending. And the things are, my pawns are on light squares, which means his bishop can't attack them. All the pawns are on one area of the board, all on this area of the board, meaning that the knight is better than his bishops. If there are pawns on the other side of the board as well, then his bishop would be good. So if I take here, takes a3, king here. Nope, I have to take this pawn. This is the correct move. I will save this move, hopefully, until a better moment. His bishop, another little factor that I need to remember, can't attack this pawn. So my idea now is to try to get my knight to b5. Because if I get my knight to that square, okay, so here, takes, everything takes off, then king here. Ooh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Well, what about if I check him? Just realised I maybe played that too soon, because here b6, and then he forces my king back. But I've got knight here at the right time, have I not? No, because his bishop comes here. Okay, I have to go king here, don't I? I have to go king here. Now, the move I'm worried about, I only assumed that his king would be on c1 in these positions. I'm worried about pawn here, when if I take, it's probably a draw, because everything comes off. He goes here, king here, king here, and it's a draw. So pawn here, I don't know what I can do. Do I have to give him the draw then? I can go king here, and then king here, check, king here, knight there. Maybe I can try that, but I don't know. So if he goes b6 here, maybe this is a draw. Maybe this is a draw. I can't see what I'm going to do against that one. Have I got some check? King here takes b7, check, and then back here. Ooh, that is really, really risky. Really risky. Can I do that? Could I have done that last move? Could I? Okay, well, I need the d. Oh, that's really risky. b6, check, king e2, takes here. b7, check, king d3, knight to this square. Well, that looks like only I'm going to lose that one. So we can't do that one. b6, what else can I do? I have to go king c6, king e2, then knight b4, takes a3. Bishop to this square, and he gets a draw as well. So did I have a better way of playing? Could I have played this even better? Maybe I had, if knight takes b4, he could have taken, and that's why he's very careful. Okay, so he's gone here now. Again, he's played a slight mistake there. I think he could have gone b6, because now, well, now I certainly get some chances, don't I? I can either check him and then come back, which looks strong, reroute my knight, or I can take this pawn. If I take the pawn king here, so I think I will check him and come back, but then his knight comes. Okay, we're gonna have to maybe do this. Okay, time. Let's see if we can do this on the clock. Let's see. Okay, so here, and now, well, This might now be liquidating to a draw. There's not enough pieces on the board. So my opponent managed to hold draw. Definitely missed up the ending there. Should have done better in the ending. The good news is after this we will be joined by the lovely Fiona. A little bit more light-hearted. I thought I'd try a long play game. Didn't quite work so well here. But I'm sure I was doing well at some point in this. So, okay, well, is there any way I can try to do something here? Check. Nope. There. Check. Nope. Well, I'm still a pawn up, so I can just see if he can find a way to drawish. What I'm thinking now is if I can win his A pawn, this is what I'm going for. Knight c4 and take this one. So, still hard, a glimmer of hope. But there's so little material on the board, it must now be a draw. It must now be a draw. But we never give up in these situations if we're going to be better. So okay, so now king here, and the issue is I think he can draw now with bishop here, because if I go knight takes a3, he has bishop takes d6, and we'll see if he finds that move. It will, he's found it. It's going to clarify out to a draw. And this is the issue. Knight takes here, bishop takes d6, draw. So, anything else I can do to try and hustle him a bit on the clock here? Can I force his king back? I don't want to give him a draw easily here. And I think this is the kind of position where I could have done with a little bit more time. So the only other way I can try to do anything, if I take on a3, he will draw immediately. So I'm just going to keep the pieces on to give me a chance to, to still win this one, to still win this position. So let's go here. And the only way I'm going to try to win this, I think it's impossible, but I need to, at the right moment, target this pawn, because now he can't go bishop e7 because of my knight. So okay, so I'm going to try to now just make a little bit of progress in a subtle way. I think I need to get my knight to e6 to cover some squares there, and then to b5. That is the square I'm going for. That's the square I'm going for. I'm trying to get my knight to this square, because then his king has to go passive. But even then, I'm still pushing a little bit here. I've a friend of mine called Keith Arkell, who's a grandmaster from England. And he basically in these type of endings, he could win so many drawn endings like this just with persistence. And that is what I'm going to try to do here. Okay, so do I now push the pawn first? Or do I think I'm going to go here. I'm going to keep with my plan. We might as well stick with my plan. Get the knight to b5. Or in some positions to d5. So this looks like a good attempt to keep the game going. God, I hope you're not bored stupid there. I think this is a very interesting ending. And I really do believe that I had some very good chance. I should have won this ending at some point. I really think that. I've let my opponent a little bit out of the thing here, so I'm wondering where I should have changed. But maybe I played this b4 move a little bit too soon, rather than playing that. Remember what they say in Russia is you don't rush, never rush, take your time. I mean, even here I'm gonna try and make again. If I get my knight to c4. There's this chance, isn't there, of playing, but of course this has to be a draw. If he goes c4 ever, it's a very easy draw. So anything I can do to make this tricky at all. Well, that's probably not the best square, and we'll have to, yeah, okay. Well, we are streaming here, so okay. Well, I think we'll get Fiona on after this, rather than look at the game in too much detail. There was some position where I certainly should have had a winning chances. I mean, maybe we'll have a little look at that after this game has finished. See where I could have improved. in the ending, because again, endings, one of the most important skills to have is being good at endings. And I'm sure, you know, if you are from the Russian school of chess like my opponent is, you'll notice, okay, I've done it, I've got my knight there. Sorry, I'm getting excited now because while I was talking, I had this little plan of getting my knight to c4. This is going to be epic if I manage to grind this one down. Just call me Mr. Ending. But okay, I mean, if I get my knight to this square, remember how good it was there? Well, what he should do is put his bishop on f8. If he puts his bishop on this square, then I might even offer him a draw. But now, what's he doing after this one? Has he made a mistake? I think he's blundered into this one. Oh, persistence pays off. Persistence pays off. And look, the thing is, I've always been the player pushing. I've always been pushing for, so I kind of think I deserve this. And now, hello, I've got an extra pawn. This is now game on. Game on. Okay, so what do we do here? Well, I want to get my king now in the game. So I think I need to get my king in this way. It might still be a draw, but I need to try and get my king into e4 and then use my a pawn. So I've got a free pawn. He's given me a pawn. Is it going to be enough to win the game? Well, probably still a dead draw, because there's little, not much material. Now, I think the thing is with the ratings here, you know, I mean, the only time I've lost at this time limit has been when I've been, unfortunately, up against the cheats. And chess.com are very good at finding cheats. I think they got the best the cheat detection out of any site that I've seen, chess.com. But you know, this sometimes 2000 play really well, and I think he's played okay in this game. You know, he's played quite resiliently. He hasn't made any blunders as such, except for that last one. But maybe that last one was, you know, is still enough to draw, because I don't see still how I'm going to get this one. How do I win this one? This a pawn maybe not enough. Now, if I go all the way here and get my king in, I'm going to have to try this one. Let's go a3. I'm going to have to try this one with the threat now of a2 when he can't stop that one queening. And if he goes king here, at least my king gets a little bit further in. So what my next winning plan is to get my king to this square and then try to push a2 through. We're not going to give up. Don't give up. You've got to be persistent. Okay, so now he's leaving himself this check, which is awfully annoying. But we'll see if he finds the check. Let's see if he finds the check first. Will he find this check? No, he hasn't. So my king is coming in, and I'm getting one step closer to winning now. Come on, we're making good progress. Okay, and now he's found just it in the right time, just in the nick of time. So if I go king here, he will take. Now, how is there any way in that ending? King here takes. King c2, king b4, draw. So I can't do that if I need to win. Now I could go here and keep a little bit of tension. So this is getting very near to be winning, you see. Very, very close, but maybe not close enough. This game is like an epic game. Oh my words. Oh my words. I'm so close there. So close. Okay, so I'm just keeping the tension again. You know what? As it's an ending, if it gets to move 100, I'm just going to offer the guy a draw. Offer him a bloody draw. You know, otherwise it's getting too much. Poor old Fiona's probably waiting in the chat now. Probably sitting in the chat thinking, why did I agree to stream with Simon? He's got an epic ending going on. But you know, I'm quite a principled player, and I do want to keep fighting. And you can see that I'm causing my opponent some trouble here. So that's kind of why I'm playing on. But I think we're just giving him the draw, even though we've got this far. Should we give him the draw soon? Should we do it? Should we give him a draw? Okay, in a minute we will. In a minute. Now here. In a minute, we'll give him a draw. We'll give him a draw. I'll have a little sip of this first. Oh no, is there any chance? The only other thing I can try, my last. Okay, people are saying don't draw, keep fighting. I'm just a bit worried that I'm boring the hell out of you guys. Okay, now a2, and there's only one pawn left there. Surely not enough to win. But it's my only way to try. My only way to try it is to give this pawn up and play with a 1 pawn. But this is a very easy draw. And because all he has to do is stop my d pawn from moving and sacrifice his bishop for the d pawn. But the only way I can try changing the structure is something like this. And of course now I need a miracle. So but at least, you know, I've kept his king out the game. So his king doesn't have many squares. But how do I win this? It's nearly impossible, of course, to win this one, because I have to somehow get his bishop off d4. So, oh dear. I mean, I think we're going to have to play in for. Can I try to get a mating net around him? No, of course not. So how do we get the bishop off here? It's just not possible. This is a draw. Of course, it's a draw. I can't get the bishop off this diagonal, so it's actually a dead draw. All he does, as soon as my pawn goes forwards, he gives his bishop up for my pawn. So, of course, this is a draw. We're just test him a little bit for a little bit at the moment. Fiona, are you still here? Are you still here, Fiona? Have you gone to bed now? Are you so sick of this that you've decided to go to bed? Well, we can see my opponent's strategy. The only other thing I can try to do is get a knight here. So whether I need my knight on c4. We'll try that. One last plan. Are you here? Okay, you're here, Fiona. Barely here. All right. Well, I think we're going to get Fiona on in a minute. Maybe, Fiona, you can commentate on this lovely ending that we've got here. How do you feel about that, Fiona? Shall we see? My opponent is not really. He doesn't really have much going on. He plays the exchange French. He's got the draw. This is all he can do. But I don't know how I can win this one. The only last chance I've got, I'm going to give it a go, is put my king here, my knight here, and then go d4. This is the last chance I've got. My last chance. You know, if your opponent fights hard, then you've got to give him credit where credit's due. Last chance, and he's found the right move. His king's now come out, and here I'm sort of praying now that I've blocked his bishop to play d4, but even if he takes off on e5, it's a dead draw. If he, you know, all he needs to do now is go bishop takes knight, and of course this guy is I've offered him a draw, and if he doesn't take the draw now, move 100. Look at that. It was move 100 exactly. Well, a little bit disappointing, but at least now we can do something else. So there we go. I did say we'll have a draw at move 100. Now, before we get Fiona on, I don't normally have games like that, I have to say. There was a couple of opportunities, let's have a look, where I might have been winning. So I think the key thing was somewhere around here. Now here, it's probably still a draw. Actually, maybe here. You know when I went a4? Okay, I think what I should have done is push with b4 here. b4 would have given me a much better try. At least I made someone happy there, and he defended well, so he deserves a draw. We give him a draw. Ending's not right. My thing. Now someone's saying instead of king takes d4, I could have gone knight takes b4, winning. We'll have a look at that in a second. But first of all, I was thinking whether b4 was a better try just before we get Fiona onto the stream. Sorry, Fiona, for keeping you waiting. So this is my other idea, and the point is now, if he takes here, now I can play this move. And this is a much better try because I keep another set of pawns on the board. But let's have a look at what someone said. My opponent defended well. Sometimes you've got to take a draw. What can you do? And we'll just have a look at this one other moment. Not that far back. Actually, further back. God, that was a long game. I don't think I've ever had a game that length before. Where was this move? Okay, instead of king takes d4, let's go back. Okay, so here... we've been suggested. Oh yeah, I could have played it. Oh no, you're right. Ridiculous. I've suddenly realised that having a pawn on a2 stops his king coming to b1. Is that right? Ah, dear. You know what I thought instinctively? I thought my whole point was to go knight takes b4. I mean, I kind of knew this. That's why I thought he had to go king to c1. I knew that knight takes b4 was going to be doing the job. And the point is here, I of course I do this, you're right. And if he takes here, I go a3. Now, I thought his king gets in time, but it was very lazy calculation. Because is there anything he can do? No, there's not. That is a queen. That's game over. So there you go. I did have a win there. I just missed it. King c1 A2, and I had a bit of a hallucination because I forgot his king can't come to this square. So that was actually quite a simple win, and that was kind of my plan all along, but I missed it in that position. Oh well. Okay, let's get Fiona on now. Enough of that ending, and we'll just make it a little bit more chilled now, I feel. Thank you for the donation to Best Move, even though I'm not sure that what happened to that box there. Why is that gone there? Even though I'm not sure that game was particularly the most amazing of games. Right, let's get Fiona on board, shall we? Okay, I'm going to put my headphones on now so I can hear her. And I think hopefully we'll have some more fun than that game now, because that was a bit of a grind there, which I should, of course, managed to win. And my computer's still doing funny things. So let's get Fiona on board. We'll give her a ring. The lovely Fiona. Okie doke. So I'm just giving her a ring now. Hopefully she'll join us in a second.
Hi.
Hello, Fiona. How are you doing?
Hello, Simon.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Were you riveted by that very exciting ending you saw there?
I really struggled to stay awake, I have to say.
Well, I mean, we have to admit, me and Fiona are not known for our endings. I mean, I think my endings are generally pretty good, but when we're playing, like, this shorter time limit and speaking, it's a lot harder. But I should have seen that Knight Takes B4, shouldn't I? Did you see that win?
I saw that, but someone in the chat, I think, was saying that somehow it was still a draw. But yeah, I'm not sure. I thought, actually, until almost the very end, I thought you were gonna grind him down, but
oh, wasn't it? It was close. It wasn't too terrible.
No cigar.
I know, bloody endings, eh, Fiona? So, how are you doing anyway, Fiona? You doing well?
I'm great. I'm a bit tired because I recognize some names in the chat. Telvin Jacobs wants to get a shout out. So hi, Telvin. Yep. Some of the names I recognize from my own stream last night. I came back from holidays and I wanted to do just a quick stream because I was really tired. And I ended up going on for 5 hours. So that was fun.
5 hours. Wow. So you did a 5-hour stream yesterday, yeah? That's a long stream, Fiona, yeah? So how are you feeling? You got some energy today?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I mean, I really enjoyed my holiday. I was mentioning earlier, if you want to know what I was up to on my holiday, I've just started vlogging.
Vlogging? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw this. So, first of all, I mean, I only found out what vlogging was, Fiona, until quite recently. I didn't even know what vlog. I thought it was like some weird child of a blog and I don't know, some makeup called V or something. But vlogging is, what is vlogging? You tell us what you're doing, Fiona.
Well, vlogging is basically the video format of blogging, and I've just put a link in the chat to my latest vlog. So I decided to start vlogging. Some of the people who are doing it already, the chess bros, I think you saw them filming in Reykjavik. They had their own cameraman, so they're a step ahead of me.
That's crazy. We saw this, the chess bras, which I'm sure most people know about here, and there's quite a lot of them. Me and Fiona kind of do a bit of stuff together and with other people, but mainly we do our own stuff. And the chess bras had in Iceland, which me and Fiona are commentating on. They there's two of them, well, more than two, maybe two playing, and they just got someone over literally to be their personal cameraman to record vlogs. So does anyone, can we give a shout out? Does anyone in the chat out there, either we're looking at the chat at chess.com chess, or we're looking at it also in the my Twitch channel. Does anyone out there want to be Fiona's personal camera person, going around to tournaments with her? Maybe you have to bunk up in the room if you're a bit short of money. Sleep on the floor.
Well, I think Moj, who was filming for the chess prize, I just realized recently, I think he was actually sleeping on the floor.
That's not very good conditions.
So maybe I can offer the same. You can sleep on my floor. I might buy you a drink every now and then.
Okay, so you're actually offering a job there. So there's a job offer here. What do people have to do to apply then, Fiona? So what do they actually have to do? They have to go around basically filming you, and they may be able to sleep on the floor, and you might buy them the odd drink.
I was gonna say maybe I could give them some chess lessons, but probably not.
Don't put them off the idea, Fiona. Come on.
Basically just a place on the floor is all I can offer.
A place on the floor, so you can offer them
resume. What do you call it? Resume.
Resume sounds all right. CV, resume.
Yes,
Yeah, that sounds right.
CVs. I'll be looking at applications, holding some Skype interviews.
I like this. We actually have Fiona doing job interviews now for her new career as a vlogger. So good stuff.
And for this last vlog, the first one was when we were at the Frontciel, but that was not very professional. I just I had been talking to Robin van Kampen about how I should just get started, really.
Yeah.
And then on the last day, I was a bit tipsy, and I was like, well, I'll just record something now and put it up. So if you have a look at my YouTube channel, you'll see that vlog number 1 was very amateurish. But then after that, I was very lucky to get Anton Squared Me on board. So he's been helping me with editing, and it's made such a huge difference. I mean,
the legend, which is Anton Squared Me.
The one and only
Anton Squared Me, who certainly is a legend. And good stuff. So, I suggest you go and check out Fiona's vlogs and her YouTube channel as well, because she does a lot of good stuff there and a lot of fun stuff, and hopefully we'll help her build that up.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that.
While I'm at the shameless plugging, just to let you guys know that I will be streaming on Twitch myself, both tomorrow evening and on Tuesday night. I hope you're not streaming, Simon, because there are 650 people watching right now. So don't want to coincide with your streams.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think there was some talk about me streaming on Tuesday for chess.com, but I mean, I'm sure we can arrange it time-wise so we don't clash. I mean, another thing I am doing, which is going to be, I probably won't be doing this for chess.com, it's a little bit debatable, but I'm playing...
I saw about that. I'm looking forward to watching.
This is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's on Wednesday. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. So Wednesday, I think about the same time as this stream. I think it's 8 p.m. British Summer Time. I'm playing, a rivals grudge match against Aman Hamilton. Keep saying it wrong, but Aman, one of the chess bras. And this was Aman's idea, which I've agreed to do. And I'm kind of having some regrets. Now, we're kind of sort of kept this till now to let you guys know what's going on. So it's going to be one of a kind this Wednesday. I don't know if anyone's done this ever. We're going to play a match, me and Aman, and there's going to be 3 different sections. But we're not playing normal openings. We're playing, one of the openings I think we're playing is the so-called transvestite variation. And that is an opening where you have to, I'll just show what you have to do. I don't know, we both have to play this, not just me. If you're white, you have to swap around your king and queen. So let's say you have to do something like this in your first 4 moves. And of course they have swapped sexes there. Blazer Rowe! Whoa. Blazer Rowe just donated a massive amount, Fiona. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. I mean, again, what can we say to that except for thank you so much, Blazer Rowe.
I mean, Russell is just amazing.
Yes, and
he's following us both on Twitter. He's very active. I saw he tweeted at me earlier. So thank you so much, Russell. Too kind.
Definitely. And we also got another donation there from Declan Walker. So thank you for both of you for your donation. I'm trying. Do you like the way I'm moving our picture around just so we can see the donations? Whenever a donation comes
someone in the chat earlier was saying that you should shut up when the donations are reading because people can't actually hear them.
Yeah, but
I think it was a rude way of putting it. But
you know what, Fiona? They wouldn't be the first person to tell me to shut up, and probably not the last as well. Probably. So, I mean, I kind of like, I do get that a fair bit. I think even, have you ever told me to shut up, Fiona? Ever?
Never.
Once? Never?
Never ever. Never do such a thing, Simon.
No doubt. But anyway, if you are out, I'll be streaming on, I think it's Wednesday with Aman, and we're playing that, and also it's going to be involved the forfeit. So I hope I don't lose. Is apparently doing shots, which I'm quite interested in. But there's some shots on pre, so proper chess bra style. I don't know really.
I was gonna say. I mean, I start playing French League on Thursday, so I travel Wednesday, and I'll just be in my hotel room. I have no plans for Wednesday night, so I'll be watching all of that.
Yeah, you'll be joining us there. Yes, so good stuff.
I'm not sure I'll be joining in on the shots. Talking of which, someone was asking if I managed to finish my bottle of wine last night. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't actually. I was quite tipsy last night, but I didn't even manage to finish it. So I'm just finishing it right now, but keeping it nice and sensible. I think Simon are just having a quick catch up now, but we will play some chess eventually.
We'll do. I mean, I to be honest, I think we're only down to stream for a couple of hours today, and we're not going to do too much. But I think should we? I'll tell you what. Should we play a game? You know, me and you. Should we get it on, Fiona? Should we get it on?
Let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Just one last thing before we do that. We were just giving shouts out to people donating money. A big shout out. Big shout out to Morten. I don't know if you saw earlier in the chat, but his wife has just gone into labor, and he's actually at the hospital right now.
Wow! So he donated. He's been watching the stream at the hospital. Oh, Declan Water. Okay, so I've got to be quiet here.
Bag of cans with the lads.
Okay, there's some swearing there. I better talk over the swearing.
I love you.
Okay. Well, I have to say we're trying to keep the chat healthy and not rude because it's a family show. If you can, not sure how we edit that, but anyway, yeah. So Morton's who donates a lot and watches our streams. He's actually watching this stream from when his wife is giving birth, which I have to say, that is pretty unbelievable. That is dedication. Someone giving, doing that while they're giving birth. Oh my God, Morton! Thanks, mate. That is like a big shout out to him. That's incredible.
Massive shout out, and I hope it all goes well. Great news. I think it's his first child, so massive congratulations and best of luck with it all.
Definitely. Right, yeah, and well, let's get it on. I think we should have a little challenge. I'll let you pick the game, me and you, Fiona. We'll get it on, me and you first of all, and I'll let you pick the game. Let's play best of 3. Whatever you want. And what we do, Fiona, I think there should be a forfeit. I think the person who loses has to sing, we always do this, just a couple of lines from the audience choice of musicals. What do you reckon?
Simon, you could have warned me. I didn't have a drink before the stream started. If I knew
you don't need a drink to sing. Come on, we've all done it.
I've gotten my shots ready.
No, we can't do that. But are you up for it? Come on, we've got to have a look. People want to hear you sing. Come on.
I was singing a very nice football
chant. Aldo. Oh, my words. Can you see this?
Make it 10, 20 seconds of singing.
Aldo, you're a legend. Aldo, our good friend, has donated a big bit of money there as well. Aldo, you are too kind. And, shout out to Battersea Chess Club, which Aldo does run. And I'm promising to go down there actually in about a month's time if you're around, Fiona. I'm going to go down there with Simon Ansell and do a little talk there, and I'm also doing some blitz down there. And one thing I have to say before we do play, quite exciting, and this is actually anyone else out there listening might be interested in this. Me and Aldo, what we're going to do, I mean, most of the money that I'm getting for donations, I'm putting towards getting a new computer. And yay, Bjorn, thank you so much.
Newborn Harry.
I like that. Yayborn says he hopes his newborn baby is going to be called Harry, after Harry the H-Born. And well, on that note, let's just show a picture. I hope he doesn't look like that when he is coming out. So this is a little picture of me pushing Harry up the board. But
very disturbing.
It's very disturbing. That was me in my sort of weightlifting days, Fiona. A while back now.
I like the hair.
Sorry, you like the hair? Yeah, I look like a weird rock star. But anyway, Fiona, me and Aldo, who runs Battersea, we're trying to find a venue. People, before we do play chess, we will play some chess soon. Just chill out. We're going to try to find a venue, and we're looking for the weirdest chess venue in Britain that has ever happened. I want it really weird. So the first thing I thought of was some caves, and they were called the Hellfire Caves in High Wycombe. And I wanted to hire out a hall there. Now it looks like we are in the midst of hiring out a crypt. So it's a crypt. I loved Tales. What was it? Oh, my words. Tales of the Crypt. We're hiring out a crypt in London, central London, and there's going to be about 50, 60 people allowed, and I'm hoping that, you know, some of our
Do I
biggest...
get an invite?
You get an invite, Fiona, definitely. You can be the cameraman, that could be your job.
Cheers. Cheers, Simon.
That's all right. What are friends for? But of course, no, only joking. You can come along. But we're also going to open it up to people who follow YouTube, my YouTube channel, who've been, you know, who may want to come along, meet us, and have a good fun day of Blitz. And we're going to invite a lot of grandmasters, and I'm going to start streaming to try to raise money to do this, because the venue is going to be quite expensive, and we want to have prize money, and everything we raise in streams I want to put back in just to having an event, a one-day fun event in London in a crypt that's going to be absolutely bonkers. So that's something we're going to do.
A planned date, a time of the year,
Well,
something?
we're looking at dates at the moment. We wanted to do it sometime around October, November, so it might be probably the end of the year if things go well. But
Okay,
we keep an eye open, what you know, on a date that suits us all. Okay, so what are we playing, Fiona? What are we playing?
You choose.
Okay, well, let's play. Should we play some Bullet, which I'm pretty terrible at?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so we're playing best of three, so first the two points, yeah, and the loser will have to sing basically the crowd's choice, and then after that I think we should open up and play some people who are in the chat. Hey Fiona, what do you reckon? Should we do that?
We can maybe play some Hand and Brain.
Let's do some Hand and Brain, yeah,
I
definitely.
think Simon and I had a quick call before the show, and we agreed to stay away from Buckhouse.
We're not playing Bughouse. After our last time we lost about 8 games in a row, and it was literally one of the most embarrassing things that I think has ever happened to my chess career, and I've had some very embarrassing things happen to my chess career, so yeah, we'll stay away from that, Fiona. Yeah, so
But we'll play some Hand and Brain against some of you guys. I think mostly against the people who donated if they want to play.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's just get started now. And I think it's also fair if I were to lose by a big accident.
Yep.
People can put their suggestions in the chat, and I can choose one of them. Is that fair?
Okay, you can choose what you want to sing, and I can do the same as well. We can choose, so people can put their suggestions of songs in, and the loser has to sing a little song. I love that this was something that happened in a real chess tournament. You know, that all of a sudden, if you lost the game, even though you're really depressed, you'd have to sing a song, even when the tournament's going on. Can you imagine that? Lots of people concentrating, all of a sudden someone over there starts singing, like, you know, the bat out of hell is gone, gone, gone. And then over there, it's like
the Paradise City.
where the grass is green. Yeah, exactly. It'd be great. You had all these, you know, just a couple of verses. That would really spice up the chess hall, you know, make it a bit more lively. Or maybe you have to do a little dance when you lose. I don't know. So let's do it. Okay, I'm going to send you a challenge, Fiona. Are you ready?
Like how some people are getting very impatient. I think some of the people out there might not have seen our streams yet.
I know. Well, we normally talk a lot and we don't play much chess. That's why we had some of the serious chess earlier on. But okay, let's do it, Fiona. We can.
And also, just before we start, shout out to Amadan, who just arrived in the chat.
Hello, Killian. Hello. So let's do it. So, all right. Okay. Well, let's play. Okay, I'm going to send you a challenge now, Fiona. So you got a 1 minute challenge. Come over. I'm going to get my wrist ready. And are you ready? You ready? You ready? You're not going to let me put you off, are you?
I am ready. I'm not even going to listen.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
After you always get white in the first game.
Oh, don't start moaning already. Rah, 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 rah. How do you always get white in the first game? Rah, 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 rah. Okay, right. Are you ready? What's going on here? What's happening?
What is going on? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think this is all. I studied this for a long period of time, and I came to the conclusion that it's slightly better for white. That was my thinking about this. What do you think, Fiona?
Show me what you've got, Simon.
You're going to be shown exactly what I've got here, I'm afraid. And oh my words, I'm so slow. Come on. Oh my words, what are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to mate you.
Stop it! Stop it! You're not allowed to do things like that. What's going on? Okay. Oh my words, you are. You're actually trying to mate me, and you're doing a very annoying job of it as well. Oh my! I was going to go Bishop G1 there. That'd be so embarrassing. Okay. Oh no, my mouse! My mouse! Oh God, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay, and I'm so short of time. Okay, look, this is what you call a positional sacrifice, Fiona. You ready?
I am.
Are you? You sure?
I am.
You sure?
I'm
sure?
really nervous.
How you getting on? You feeling good?
No, I'm not feeling
You
good.
feeling good? You feeling good?
No.
You should win this. If you don't win this, it'd be well embarrassing.
Be
Like,
well embarrassing.
It'd be like the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you.
I'm shaking already.
Oh my words, I've got Fortress, haven't I? Break me down! Break me down! Come on, give me a draw. Give me a draw. None of that. Oh my words, you're so dirty. You're so dirty.
Okay.
Draw?
Yeah, draw. I don't know how to. Shit.
Draw! Give me a draw! I'm offering. Don't try hustle me.
Okay.
Oh, dirty hustling there.
Did I manage to mess this one up?
I think it was the nerves there.
I was like 10 seconds up on the clock as well.
You were. That was a bit chaotic. I'm not used to this 1 minute. And how did you? Yeah, Fiona, you had me there. You had me in the midst. So
I had enough chess already.
Oh, you've had enough. Back to talking. So.
I'm literally shaking. I realize I'm not used to this. I don't play so much these days. Also, when I played French League last weekend, my game against Sophie Millet, in the end, we were down to our last seconds. And I knew I was winning, but the winning move I played, I had like seconds left on the clock, and I played it like this.
Really? You're a bit of a nervous person.
Barely move.
Yeah. Well, why do you think it's? I mean, this is quite interesting actually, because I know a lot of people who like playing chess, but they just can't play competitive chess because they get too nervous. I mean, the funniest story I have, Fiona, this is a true story. I was playing some guy who was about 2250. And he's an English player who's a really dangerous good player, and we're playing in a half an hour tournament, and this is before the days where you got increment, so you didn't get any extra time per move, and he was crushing me, and he was basically a queen and a rook up, but he had like a minute and a half on his clock, so it's enough to win easily, and he was playing me. And he's like this, and he's literally like, and I just imagine that this pencil is the piece. He was like, he was like literally, and he tried to put it down. And it was his king. Okay, I put him in check with my last piece. I had one rook left. Just one rook, and he put his king up, and he managed to put it down, and nearly fall over, and he put his king into check. So he moved his king into check. So I was like, well, you can't do that. That's not allowed. And what happened then was you call the arbiter over. The arbiter comes over and they give you an extra 2 minutes. That's it. So it's not very big. It's not a very big forfeit. So they gave me an extra 2 minutes. They moved back the move, and it's his move again. And again, he did exactly the same thing. It's like, and then he did exactly the same move. He got his king.
It's bad for even laughing about it.
I know, but he got his king, and he moved it to the same square. He moved his king to the same square. And I was like, look, you're still in check, it's the same square. And then I had to call the arbiter over again, and at this point he just completely cracked. Even though he's a queen and a rook up, he just couldn't move. And I felt really sorry for him actually, because he just sat there and he didn't really know what was going on. And I let him, obviously I beat him. I didn't feel that sorry for him because there's money at stake. I beat him, and then he just sat at the table for the next half an hour. He couldn't move. He was absolutely shocked. So you're not that bad, are you, Fiona? You're not that bad.
No, I'm actually. I never usually get nervous ever.
Yeah.
Like I've never been nervous for an exam. I don't really freak out, but I think it's just, especially if you're on the verge of getting an upset win or something, or just if you're not used to, because usually the time control I play, you get an additional 30 minutes on move 40, but this was just 1.5 hour with a 30-second increment.
By the way, thank you for the donation, Camo CZ. That's very kind of you. Cheers for that. Very, very kind. But yeah, I mean, it's just weird, isn't it? And the guy didn't. I mean, when you speak to him away from the chessboard, he seems pretty normal. You know, I mean, he's not. He doesn't have like an actual medical condition, as much as I know. You know, but I just don't think he can play chess because he's too nervous. And I don't know what to suggest to someone like that. I guess if you're like that at home, I feel sorry. You probably need to go and see a psychologist, or drink a bottle of vodka before you play your games, but then you probably play pretty terrible, so I don't think that's good. Right, should we get it on anyway, Fiona? Come on, let's get it on. Let's get it on. So we'll do a rematch.
I think I sent you a rematch.
Okay, let's do it. So I think you should have the white pieces now. So do you feel confident in this one, Fiona?
I hope you play c5.
Oh, get your smelly whatever it is in your Grand
Oh
Prix
no!
attack.
Why didn't you?
What was
play?
that?
I wanted to play the ring gambit.
What was that? What was the last move? What was that? What's that all about, Fiona?
What are you doing? I don't know
What am
the
I
hell
doing?
is going on.
I know exactly what I'm doing. What are you doing? What is this setup you're playing?
I have no idea.
I mean, we know that you're an opening expert. So this is.
You played already. Sometimes.
I have played, Fiona. Well done. Well spotted. You're on the ball today.
Tricky moves that I can't spot.
I'm a bit of a trickster. That is my speciality. I might not be a very good player, but I'm a tricky player. So here we go. And
I wanted to do the Fiona attack, which we talked about in Reykjavik.
The what?
But I put my bishop the wrong way round there.
What the hell is the Fiona attack?
You don't remember?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, when you go for the
Back
Queen
to
H7. When you go for Queen H7 checkmate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. No. Oh. Okay. I'll take that one. Thanks.
Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you would get scared.
I'm not let that one come near me. Oh, okay.
Now you're scared.
Scared? Scared? What am I scared of?
Are scared.
What are you trying to do? You're just shuffling your queen around like a patzer.
I wanted to go to E4.
What are you doing?
I can't do
what are you
that
doing?
now.
What's your plan? What's your plan?
I don't know yet. I'll come up.
I mean, what are you doing? You're just trying to like trick me.
No idea what I'm doing.
You're confusing me. Okay. By the way, we are. Oh, nasty. Here you come. Here you come. Here you come with your nasty little trick. Oh my words! You are a very dangerous player. Oh, thanks, Fiona. Okay, go on.
What am I doing?
I don't know, but you're still being tricky on me somehow.
Well, I'm getting mated.
Are you? I think you're surviving. Oh, it's all on the clock.
And don't do this to me.
What are you going to sing, Fiona? Well, what was that? You're still trying to mate me. You're such an attacker. Every single time you try to mate me. Oh, look, you nearly did it as well. Okay.
That's no good. I didn't realise how low on time you were getting. That was...
You nearly hustled me there at the end there, you know. So you nearly did hustle me there. I mean, that was.
What'd you get a rook for? You show off.
I have it automatically set to rook. So rather than get a queen, I always get a rook when I queen my pawn. I don't like queens. I prefer rooks. You know.
But the match isn't over yet, right?
No, it's not. It's 1.5. I just need to get a draw.
Let's get it on.
Okay, should we dive in straight back in then? So I need half a point more, and you need 1.5. So what do you need, Fiona? Just say it one time.
Someone is saying we're so slow. We're really incredibly slow. But I never play online apart from when I stream. So I think I should really do something about that. Just get a bit more practice in.
But the thing is, we are talking and just like, you know, it's not... Look, this is not deadly serious. We're not playing for the World Blooming Championships, are we here? We're playing for the Simon...
Well, we're
Fiona.
playing for sing-a-song.
We are.
Which is bad enough.
For a sing-along. That's it. So, okay, let's get it on. So, last game coming up then. And, you know what? Come on, Harry. Come on, son. Come on. Oh, you stopped him. How dare you stop Harry in his tracks?
Sorry.
How dare you? Are you not
too late now to say sorry?
What are you doing? Is this some kind of like weird? What is this?
It's just
opening. I'm doing the 5 pawns attack. Here they come. The 5 pawns.
Am I getting mated already? I'm just gonna castle.
Really? Oh, look at Harry!
No, I didn't mean to do that.
He's having the time of his life. I really
didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you're sacrificing now.
I have to. What can I do?
Yeah, that was a good idea. Otherwise, I think you get mated. Yeah, so this is okay.
I'll probably get mated anyway.
I'm coming for you. You're up on time. Don't. Okay, you're playing. That's a bit annoying. Oh, what did I? God.
What are you doing?
It's called a sacrifice, Fiona.
Okay.
This is what Grandmaster.
Interesting sacrifice.
Well, do you know what it's actually called? You're very slow. You are. I'm very slow as well. It was actually called a blunder. It was called a blunder.
I tried to get mated anyway.
Well, let's hope so, eh? No, you're doing all right here. You're doing all right. Okay. Oh, we're so slow, Fiona. We are actually. Now that someone's pointed this out, we are so slow. Check. 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 You're in check.
I'm not in check.
You nearly were in check.
Where am I running?
Where are you going? Ooh,
Where do we go?
Where? You ready to sing? It's good that I can hear your singing voices getting there.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, no swearing, Fiona.
Sorry.
This is a child show.
Sorry.
Just because you're losing, don't get angry. We apologise for that, boys and girls.
I apologise. I'm sorry.
You know, potty tongue. What are you doing to me? Stop it with your little tricks. Oh no! Oh, what's going on? Oh dear, you're so quick. And again. Oh my words, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oof.
This is embarrassing.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad there. Pretty bad stuff, Fiona. But anyway, yeah. Well, I think to be honest, Fiona, I think everyone wanted to hear you sing and not me. So I think that was.
Someday I will get some revenge, and I'll put your singing video from the Isle of Man into one of my vlogs.
You will never ever do that, Fiona. Will you? Say you won't, and you can tell.
I mean, Isle of Man is coming up quite fast now. Only 4 months to go, and a little.
Is it only 4 months? Wow, it comes around quick.
So Simon and I will be doing commentary again. I was just thinking the other day, Simon, we will be commentating on games like Anand Kramnik.
Really?
So that's going to be interesting. We famously never use engines.
Wow.
So it's going to be a challenge.
Oh, we do okay. I mean, we basically, you know, there's this massive tournament in an island of England going to happen. Me and Fiona we commentate quite a lot of tournaments now. We commentated there last year, and this year it's going to be I think it's sponsored by chess.com, and it's one of the I think it's going to be the strongest open in the world, and they got like Kramnik, Anand playing. It's an open tournament, and like you say, we're going to be there talking to the likes of Kramnik and Anand, which is going to be weird. I don't think Magnus is playing, but it's going to be interesting because obviously our chess theory is so heavy. Now, I mean, what we do, I mean, I think different people are good at different things. I mean, like we can commentate higher level, but there's so many people out there at lower level, and we try to make it accessible to them, chess, I think, and keep things simple but explain things in the best way we can, and you know, rather than going too deep into things which people might not understand, we keep it simple. I mean, that's what we do. That's what we're good at, basically. So what are you going to say?
I just see that Amadan in the chat is saying he will try to play, and that would be amazing, but I think you really need to hurry up because I think the major is already pretty much sold out, so maybe Simon and I can try and get you in. But if you want to play, do hurry up because there is a limited number of entrants because the venue is lovely, but space is limited. So
get your entrance soon. Yeah, get your entrance in soon, definitely. Come on, what are you going to sing, Fiona? We've got lots of decisions. The Bee Gees, Staying Alive, ABBA, The Winner Takes It All.
Yeah, I brought up Staying Alive from,
okay.
but I'm not sure. I mean, that's going to be.
I like it. Let's hear it. Okay, you've picked it now. Staying Alive. We've got a show to do, so we've got to hear you sing now.
But I can literally just do the chorus.
Okay, that one, yeah.
But it's also a bit, I mean, it will come out a bit wrong. There's also, Talvin is suggesting just Hello by Adele. Hello. I mean, Adele must be like one of the hardest things. I'm quite tempted to go for Justin Bieber, just so I can pretend that I was just taking the mickey anyway.
By the way, can I just say something, Fiona? You're not allowed to sing Justin Bieber on my broadcast. You can sing it on your own broadcast if you really need to, but you're not singing it on my broadcast. I'm going to have to mute you if you do that. And that doesn't count. No, we want to hear Staying Alive. I like that. Staying Alive. Let's do it. Okay, so I'll give you a countdown. And I think you've got to sing for 20 seconds,
but
roughly.
Where do I start?
Oh, have you got the lyrics there? Okay, I don't know. Wherever you want.
I'll just start in the beginning, and then at some point I'll go to the chorus because.
Okay, well,
I'm not a big Bee Gees fan, I have to say.
I'm not a massive fan either, but
the only times I'll be singing this maybe if I'm drunk in a nightclub or something.
Yeah, which you know, like. Okay, well, I'm going to give you a countdown, Fiona. You ready? 5. You ready? Say you're ready. You ready?
Ready.
5, 4, 3, and here we have the lovely Fiona about to sing the Eurovision Song Contest. 3, 2, representing Luxembourg. 1, go.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born. Now it's alright, it's okay, and you may look the other way. We can try to understand the New York Times.
Come on, keep going.
Ha ha, staying alive, staying alive. Ha 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 ha, staying alive.
Oh my words, I thought someone was attacking Charlie the cat there for a second. And I realised that, oh no, it wasn't. No, that was really good. That was really good. Round of applause. You did well there. And I think it'd be very funny if people tuned in for a chess stream and they suddenly got that. That was excellent. That was really good. That was really good. Well done, Fiona. I think you're on fire. And I have to say though, nil point. No, did you watch?
Come on, someone gave me 12 points.
12 points. You were pretty good. Did you watch your
I think
Eurovision?
I deserve at least 10.
You were very good.
For effort.
Yeah, 10 for effort at least. Yeah. That was. I think that was pretty darn good going there. So yeah. Right. Should we play a game now? Should we give it a go?
Let's play a game. Let's play a game of hand and brain against someone in the chat, maybe.
Okay, sure. So if you're in the chat and you want to play, what we do, we're going to play hand and brain, which means. I guess if we're playing, should we play in my account, Fiona?
Sure.
I will challenge you. So tell me your name. First of all, you have to be logged into chess.com. Tell me your name. I'll have a look both on the Twitch chat and on the chess.com TV chat. We'll probably go for the chess.com TV chat. We'll play a 5-minute game. It'll give us enough time to talk. And then what we're going to do is I will be the hand. Fiona's going to be the brain. And what that means is it's a really fun game. You should try it at home. It's a kind of a social game you can play with friends, maybe over a cup of tea or a beer. And Fiona will call out a piece, and I have to move the piece that Fiona has called out. So if she says knight, I have to move a knight. And it's a lot of fun. So okay, we're going to play Desert Storm Carl, who I've known from he gave a lovely picture, a background picture of him by a big tree. Desert. So I think that's who we're going to go for, Fiona. I'm going to challenge Desert Storm Carl.
I was just checking in with the chat. The person who awarded me 12 points for singing was saying that alone made me finish above the UK.
Oh, come on. UK did all right this year. We came about halfway through the table. The problem I realised, Fiona, literally living in the UK, pretty much everyone in Europe hates us. I think for two reasons, like Brexit probably, and the other thing is we do see when people in the UK go on holiday, they seem to get absolutely wasted and cause trouble, and it's not nice, and it is embarrassing, and it's really not anything we're proud of. But oh well, that's one of the things. So okay, so we're going to give Desert Storm a go now. Can you see my board, Fiona, by the way?
I think I follow. Did you start the game already?
No, not yet. No.
I think I clicked follow, so that should be fine.
Okay, and also I was going to give Martin a game earlier. I couldn't get it to work, so I'm hoping this will work now. And I'm going to try again playing Martin another time. We'll probably do a test run just if he's watching still or not. So I'm going to try, and I've now sent you a challenge there, and we're off. Okay, so we've got quite a big rating difference here, Fiona. Come on.
Let me just find you again.
Okay. I mean...
I think...
Can you see?
Let me just refresh that.
Okay. Well, I have to say our rating difference is like 1,100 points, so we should be good here. We should be good. We're doing all right.
Let me find the ginger man.
Just say something. Do it blindfold. Do a couple of moves blindfold. Go for it.
Pawn.
Okay. Okay, let's do it blindfold. That could be fun for the first 10 moves. Do blindfold. So you have to say something. You can't see the... Okay, go.
Pawn.
Blindfold, hand and brain. This is random. Yep.
Pawn.
Can you see the board yet?
No.
Brilliant. We've done 3 moves and Fiona can't see the board.
I can watch it on stream. I don't know why I can't. Knight.
It's not our move yet. Knight. Okay. You can't follow me,
No,
no?
I have your board now. Okay.
Okay.
It was open all along.
Okay, right.
My bad.
Okay.
Bishop.
Bishop. Okay. Oh dear. Look at the rating difference here. But it's nice to play everyone out there. And I know
Is
Desert...
it a rated game?
Yeah, it's rated. So if I lose this one, my rating...
I should make you lose just to get revenge on the
No,
singing.
don't be nasty.
Pawn.
Okay. I have to say, Desert Storm Carl's playing a good game at the moment as well. Very good game. Okay.
Knight.
Knight, in we go. In we go. We just got to avoid losing on time.
Flynn.
Sorry?
In like Flynn.
In like Flynn, Errol Flynn. Yep. Over to you. Hello. Your move.
Pawn.
Paw. Oh, God. God blimey. Oh, dear.
Sorry.
Oh, dear. Oh, I get a bit shakes about that one.
It's too late now to say sorry.
Your move, Fiona. You do what... I'm sure you want me to lose.
Knight.
Knight. Okay, good move. Yeah. Blazer Rowe, thank you for tuning in and thank you for the donation again. Very, very kind of you. And we will start streaming again at some point, of course. And thank you for tuning in, basically. I know you've got to go now, so cheers anyway. Thank you. Okay, over to you, Fiona, again. Pawn. Okay. Oh, are you sure?
Said it now.
You're trying to destroy my rating. I'm sure about this. This is terrible.
Yeah, also good night for me, Blazer Rowe. We're streaming tomorrow. You haven't been on one of my streams for a while, so hopefully see you there.
Yeah. Okay. So you're streaming tomorrow, are you? So there's constant streams going on.
Yeah,
And
streaming tomorrow and the day after at 8 p.m. Central European Summer.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be honest, I don't think we're going to continue streaming for much longer because we're only on for 2 hours slot and we're coming to the end of that after this. Maybe, Fiona, what I'll do, I want to test your tactics. Oh, my words.
Oh.
Our opponent is playing a phenomenally aggressive game. He's playing great attacking chess. Well, what should we move? Not much choice here.
Yeah, king.
Oh dear, my rate. I wonder how many rating points I'll lose. 500? 500 rating points in one move. That'd be amazing. I mean, what? He's trying to kill us.
I mean, our position is pretty horrible.
Oh, it's okay. Have faith. Well, it's check.
Well, king.
Okay, yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're safe. Totally safe.
I'm not sure we're safe at all.
But we have to say, very impressive play by
Absolutely.
So I think after this, Fiona, I've actually got one sort of puzzle thing I like to set up. It's a game of my own, and we'll see if you can solve it as well. Maybe, Fiona,
No.
Okay, we won't do that. No, you've done your singing.
Don't bother me again.
Do you? I'll put you on the spot a bit, yeah. So yeah. Okay, and well, let's try to win this game first against Desert Storm Carl. And just
I was going to say, in the worst case, we have to flag him, but we're not even up on time. I mean, we are now, but...
Okay, I just need to... Okay, I'm going to have to do something in a minute too. Sorry, I moved the board there, people. It's back again now, so... okay, right. Queen, okay. I think we're doing okay. We're a piece up.
Yeah, it might be okay now. How much has he? Oh, he only has a pawn.
He only has a pawn, so
I
mean, I like the way he's playing. He's playing very aggressively, super aggressive play. But obviously that can backfire if we can just take all the pieces off. So
yeah, let's say bishop.
Bishop. Well, it can't be that one. That's for sure. So I better move this one.
You only have one move.
Oh yeah, good point. You're trying to make it easy for me, aren't you? So I don't blunder. The only move I can do is move that bishop. Otherwise, I'm in serious trouble there. So, but this is quite a big rating gap difference, isn't it? But I'm kind of interested to know how many rating points I will lose. But it's gonna get like a lot more hectic when we get shorter a time, isn't it? You know, because then okay.
Let's try to wrap things up before that.
Let's wrap it up.
Rook.
Rook. This one.
Rook.
Okay. Let's move that one in. But I have to say, for someone who's rated so low, all credit to Desert Storm Carl, who's playing a very good game here. I mean, he's attacking Attacking a lot. Okay.
King.
King, which way do you want to go? Now,
Where do we go?
how about we go this way? Should we go this way? Just no, that was absolutely terrible.
Huh?
That was that was terrible.
No, I wanted to go that way, King.
Okay, well, I hope you got a good move if next coming
Uh-oh. Yeah.
up.
Well, maybe not.
Oh dear, we could go down here. Oh no. Oh, he's found it. He's found a brilliant move.
Queen.
Queen.
What else can I say?
Bishop, maybe? Bishop e8? It was still rubbish. Queen's better. Queen's better. We're actually losing now. Oh my words.
I was wondering. Yeah.
We're worse. We're worse. I don't know if we're losing, but we're worse.
We are worse.
But I think we can do this on time.
Let's flag him.
Let's flag him. Yeah, if in doubt, just flag your opponent. That's it. So let's go for it. Let's go for the flag. Quick.
Queen.
Queen. All right. Okay, I'm going in. Oh, am I? Am I going in or not?
I'm not sure, Simon.
I'm not sure.
You're the hand.
Okay, we're gonna have to play the ending. Let's just keep it simple.
Knight.
Right. We're equal in material. Could be worse. Could be worse. You know. So could be worse. Okay, right.
Knight.
Knight. I love the way. This is the way you got to play chess, guys. Like Desert Storm Card, throwing every piece at us. But thank you. Come on, we've got a piece there. He's still coming at us.
Rook.
Ah. Do you have a cunning plan? Shh! Don't give it away. Shush. Oh, he spotted it now. He's pushed Harry. He's got out there.
Harry.
Okay.
Bishop.
Okie doke. So, I think we're there now. I think we're going to do this one, don't you?
So.
I think we got this in the bag. So, yeah.
Bishop.
Bishop, you're doing a wrap-up job now. Grabbing all those pieces. Rook. Should we go in? Let's give him a check, shall we? Patzer sees a check, and let's do it.
Rook.
Okay. Rook, okay. Now we're going to... Come on, let's do it. Let's go for the mate.
Stop all that. I mean, we're endgame experts.
Well, as you saw from my first video, yeah.
Bishop.
Bishop, okay. We're gonna try to take them all. Take them all off the board.
Rook.
Okay.
Rook.
Look at it. It's like a Hoover. It's hoovering. It's getting rid of...
King.
It's getting rid of all the dirt, this rook. Everything. It's hoovering them all up. So, very, very good. So, okay. Okay.
Rook.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought I liked the knight there, but
We're
pawn.
we're like so many pieces up here, Fiona. Come on.
It's true.
We're like 100 pieces up. Come on.
Pawn.
I hope you're keeping an eye on Harry there. I hope you're.
Pawn.
I hope you're keeping a stern eye on this little guy.
King.
Oh, poor dear.
No.
Just in the nick of time.
King.
Yay! Bye, Harry. Bye.
Pawn.
Yeah, lovely technique. Okay. Yep.
What's that?
He's trying. We got 20 seconds. You got to play quick now.
Pawn.
Oh, we could lose the time.
King.
Ah!
Just play king.
No, you got to say it. You got to say it.
King.
You got to say it.
King.
Yep.
King. King.
Oh, and then he stalemate. Oh no. Oh.
What's that? King.
No.
King.
Okay, quick.
King.
Quick.
King. King.
Quick. 3 seconds.
King. Pawn.
Oh, I've got automatic rook on.
Pawn.
Okay, what next?
King.
No, stalemate. Oh, oh no. It was stalemate where I haven't moved the king. Oh no. Sugar. Oh no. You see that? Wherever I move the king here, it's stalemate. Oh no. Oh no! Look, and how many paper? Oh, my rating! Oh no! Ugh. Oh my words! Oh, that was terrible. Wherever you move the king, it's stalemate. Oh my words! That is really bad. That's really bad. That is so bad. God blimey! Let's not do that again, please. That's enough of that. Thank you very much.
I had a rook. That's my excuse.
Sorry.
You surprised me by promoting to queen.
Oh yeah, I should have got a rook because then we wouldn't have stalemated. So that was clearly my fault there.
By the way, in the chat, Desert Storm Carl is saying that you are the one who taught him to play great attacking chess. So you helped him.
Well, that's very
or draw us anyway.
Well, that's very calm there. Very calm. That's very nice of you to say that, Desert Storm. And I have to say, you played a lot higher than your rating. So well done there. And I think now what we'll do, Fiona, I've got to set up a puzzle, and we're just finished with a little bit of a game of basically a game that I had actually.
Sure.
Just to finish off with, it was quite a nice game. I'm just going to put it on another screen. Just while we do that, so just bear with me, and I'm going to put it on another screen while I set up this puzzle so people can't see the puzzle. And
I'll just do some more shameless plugging while you do that.
Okay, cool. I have to find this first, so bear with me, and it's quite a random. Okay, so we're just setting up there. If just
What on earth is that?
what, sorry, excuse me. What is what? It's I need a bit of a bit of help from up high. Do you not know this picture? It's basically when I don't know, why is that not working? A little bit of problem here. Okay, I'm just going to try this. And now I'm going to import this.
Someone's asking why I'm not a mod. I think you should make me a mod.
Yeah, I can make you a mod if you want. Why not?
I'd be happy to have a little icon next to my name.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll add your Skype video, Fiona, just while I set this up, because I might need to just quickly get it to the things people can see you as well. Because there we go. I'll just add you up there so people can see you. Do you know this piece of art then that's up there? I'm just setting up the puzzle, guys. So do please bear with me. I'll tell you what I'll do. I was going to do a game of my own, but I can't find that now. For some reason, my computer is misbehaving, as it so much does. So I got a little... Why aren't you working either? Very frustrating computer problems here.
No, Anton timed me out for 10 seconds.
Timed you out? How dare he? How did he time you out there? So
if the second you make me a mod, I'm going to ban Anton from the stream forever.
Oh, really? Well, that's a bit harsh, I think, I can't seem to get this one up. This is really annoying. So what I'm going to do... Sorry, guys. I will be with you soon. We're just going to finish the show today with a little puzzle. I'm going to have to put it in manually, so it's going to take me a little while just to remember this. So give me another minute and we'll be there. And so we got more streams going on, yeah? Fiona, is that right? And have you got any people who you think might be your personal vlogger people then coming in? Anyone in?
Well, I'm going to film more vlogs. I'm playing the French League starting on Thursday, so that's going to be very tough. It's 11 games in a row, no rest day, no easy games. And then straight after that, I'm flying out to Minsk in Belarus to play in the European Individual, which is the strongest tournament, I think, in Europe, at least in the year. Like 50, 100 grandmasters trying to qualify for the World Cup. And in Minsk, the usual gang will be reunited. You'll be missing out, Simon, but David Howell will be there. Niels Grandelius will be there, Vlad Hamidsevich will be there, so I'm hoping to get a lot of fun footage there, maybe do some interviews. I saw you did some in Reykjavik, which I quite enjoyed. Yeah, also, sure. You should be talking about your podcasts. I've really been enjoying the Full English Breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
And people should check that out. So Simon has joined, sort of replaced Stephen Gordon in the Full English Breakfast, because Stephen is too busy nowadays with his real job. Some of us people have to do a real job. So Simon is doing the Full English Breakfast with Lawrence Trent and Macaulay Peterson. That's coming out weekly, and do check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, if you just search Full English Breakfast, it's a free podcast that I do. And basically, what we do it every week. Just search the Full English Breakfast. You'll find it. You can download it for free. And basically, me and Macaulay and Lawrence Trent, we just talk about what's going on in the chess world in the last week. So we're a bit debatable. We cause a little bit, we're a little bit out there. We say our mind, and so go and check it out. So right, well, Fiona, I thought I'd just to finish the show off with. This is a game I had. And unfortunately, my computer's just messing up a little bit. But thank you so much for donations. They're going to help me get a new computer. This was a game I had against Van Whaley, who's a very strong player from Netherlands. And I just thought I'd talk through some attacking ideas here. And it's along the idea of what I call a rook swing. Now, in chess, a very good technique you can use, well, it's kind of a rook swing, is to try to target your opponent's king side when it's castled, by swinging your rook over to increase the pressure there, or in some cases swinging your queen over. Now in this position here, I've just played queen d3, so my general idea here, which I thought, was to use this pin on my opponent's knight and eventually get my bishop and my queen attacking the square. Your favourite idea, Fiona, the double power. So what I played here, I've given up a pawn. Van Whaley's one of the best players from Holland. He's about 2680 at the time I played him. And I now went in with knight e5. b6 first, and now knight e5. And the idea here is to clear the third rank. So there's going to be a little puzzle coming up in a moment for you guys. Now, Van Whaley took on e5. Now, of course, I don't want to take with a pawn on e5, because that would allow the queens to be exchanged, and I don't want to exchange queens off in this position. So I take with the rook, and you can see now my rook has potential to swing over, and here c5 was played. So a little question to people in the chat: what is the best way to continue this attack? So I am a pawn down. How should I continue the attack here? So remember, I've got to try to attack my opponent's king. How should I go about doing this? Fiona, what would be your first instinct here?
This is the position after c5?
This is the position after c5. So c5 is being played. And what should white do to... Really...
This is taken from the London Rapid, right?
Yeah, it's a rapid play game, so half an hour each for
I've seen this game, I've forgotten.
It's, yeah. Well, a lot of people are saying h4. That's not a bad idea to get the h-pawn in, but you've got to try to note the weakness in my opponent's position, and you've got to try to start creating threats. So I want to attack his king, because that's a lot of my pieces are getting near there. So which is the square I want to be attacking, G7 or H7? What do you reckon, Fiona? Is it G7 or H7 I aim for?
H7, I'd reckon.
Definitely. So how do I get my pieces lined up against that? The queen and the bishop. So I want to get them over to attack that one. How would you go about that then?
I mean, you could do the Fiona attack and play bishop b3.
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Good idea, Fiona.
It's too slow here.
Yeah. Well, I did a similar idea, Fiona. I went queen h3. Because the idea is I'm lining up against this, but also if my opponent now plays h6, I just sacrifice my bishop there, and he's lost all the protection of his king, and my rook's going to come over with checkmate. So in this position, I went queen h3, and my opponent now took on d4, and the idea here is to create a threat. So I went bishop d3, and now, well, you can see the threat, Fiona. What's the threat here? What am I going to do next?
It's taking on, either on h7 or on f6.
Indeed. The threat is either to go bishop takes f6. He's only got one piece defended h7, and then checkmate him. Or bishop takes h7 is a crafty little move there. So my opponent defended in the only way possible, and he went h5. Because again, if he plays h6 here, I simply take on h6, and there's no good way for my opponent to stop rook to g5. Checkmate there. He can't stop it, because if he moves his knight, I have queen h7 checkmate. So he played the only move, Fiona, h5. And now this is the question I want to ask everyone: white to play and win. And what is the idea? So naturally, one of the first things I'd be thinking of here, just to go through my thought processes, I'd be thinking of going bishop takes knight, and then if queen takes, rook takes h5. By the way, I like someone's comments. Saf Dar is saying bishop takes pawn on pass on. That's a good comment. I like that one. Bishop takes pawn on pass on is a good idea, but it doesn't quite work. So a little thing I like to say. Just to know what I was thinking here. I wanted to go take here first because the knight is defending his pawn. Now, of course, if he takes with the pawn, his king is too exposed, so he has to take the queen. And now I want to take this one, but the problem is when I take this one, if it's my move, I'll be checkmating, but it's his move, and after he goes g6. He defends everything because his queen stops my rook coming in. So that doesn't quite work in this position. It doesn't work to take it straight away. So I've got a much better move. Sebastian 123451. I think you're the first person to get it in the Twitch chat. So well done, Sebastian. Congratulations. And I have to say the chess.com chat. Well done, Omar Lambie. I think it's Omar Lambie. Is got it right, and the winning move here, Fiona. Well, do you want to tell everyone the winning move as you were your tactical mastermind?
Yeah, Bishop H7 check.
Ah, well done, Fiona, brilliant, and yay, Bjorn, well done to you as well. And
Simon.
Yeah.
Paxo C's check.
No, you're a very good tactician. You just beat Sophie Millet, who's one of the best the best player in France probably. You just beat her. You're a good player, but always check checks first when you're attacking. And in this position, this amazing little check is the winning move, and that might look ridiculous, but the point of this move is I'm trying to force the king to one of these two squares, and my opponent in the end, well, he sort of gave up. I mean, if he goes knight takes, I win the queen, and that's going to be winning because my rook then comes over. So if he now goes king to h8, sorry, let me get the right move. If he now goes king to h8 here, then I can now take here, and after here it's completely different because I can either take him with a rook, and if g6 I take here check, and I open up his king totally. So he now played after this check, well, he has to go king takes h7. This is the only move, and the point of this tactic is that now I take on f6 and we forced his king here, so I take h5 with check, and after queen takes here, rook takes h5 is check. If he goes back to g8, there's rook h8 checkmate. And if he goes to g6, Fiona, what do we do there? What do we do there? If he goes king g6,
I guess we just give another check.
We do queen g4 and queen to g5 checkmate is next. And in the game, my opponent went queen h6, but obviously he's losing the queen. He's got some chances, but he lost. So I think the point of that is, when you're attacking, always look for the most forcing moves, and that check there was the move that won because it forced his king. This was the key move, bishop h7 check, and the point of that move, I force his king onto a weaker square. So there we go. All right, Fiona, so I think we're coming to the end now. Is there anything you want to say to finish the show?
Not really. I mean, as always, I really enjoyed this, so thanks for having me. Thanks to everyone in the chat. It's good to see you all. And I'm really motivated to stream more myself in the future, so I hope to see some of you guys in my streams as well. And Simon and I, we should do more Simon and Fiona shows in the future.
We should do, yeah. We should certainly do more shows in the future. We will do more. And you know, I'd obviously like to say thank you for everyone who's tuned in. Hopefully, it's been a bit of a mix of you know, fun and a little bit of education
also,
at times.
Simon, next time you are singing.
Next time I'll sing, I'll promise. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of singing. I don't mind. I don't mind making a fool of myself. It's normal behaviour. And yeah, I mean, so just thank you to everyone. You know, obviously a particular thanks to everyone who's donated. It does make us do this more, and it's just nice to see that support. You know, I mean, you can check out both me and Fiona's YouTube videos if you search GingerGM. I've got loads of free stuff up there, so there's loads of, you know, if you want to get better at chess, I think there's a lot of stuff there that will help you for free. You know, you don't have to pay anything. And other ways you can support is obviously, well, the donations are brilliant, very, very kind. You can go check out the GingerGM shop, which has some opening stuff, which I think is good stuff to help you actually improve as well. But thank you so much for everyone. We've been doing this now for, we have another donation, so that's very kind, Frank Rutten, very kind to get a last donation in, extremely kind. Thank you for that one. I'm going to go and eat now. We've been on for about 2.5 hours, and that's enough for now. I know Fiona's tired from the stream yesterday as well, so thank you, Fiona, as well.
Thank you, Simon. Have a lovely evening, everyone, and we'll see you very soon.
And again, I'd like to say just thanks for the donations again. Everyone, amazing. And thank you if you didn't donate, but really, really does mean a lot.
And just a final shout out to someone who's new, I think, to this, and this Ginger is my hero. So it sounds like someone we both like.
Well, that's very kind to have that as a username, and very kind. Thank you for that. And it's nice to have support, basically.
Absolutely.
So definitely. Well, yeah, I'll leave you to say the final goodbyes. Well, we can wave. Bye bye.
Bye bye.